Well, it looks like things are continuing to go downhill for Ubisoft. They are having a terrible year. Star Wars Outlaws doesn't seem like it's doing that well. They have not talked about any sales numbers, which means it's not doing well because companies love to brag. That game has an ugly, hideous protagonist, even though the voice actors is pretty and attractive, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is the most controversial game of the year. Everybody wanted an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. They did it, but the main character is a black samurai, a real-life person, which they never do that. They always use a fictional character that takes place in that time period and represents that country, but they decided to do so differently because they have a bunch of DEI women working at the company. And now it seems like they have canceled their upcoming Tokyo Game Show appearance because they are embarrassed, and Japan doesn't like them because they are disrespectful to Japanese culture, Japanese history, and Japanese architecture and environment. And we have an article to read from Insider Gaming, and it says, Ubisoft cancels online appearance at Tokyo Game Show. Ubisoft has canceled its scheduled appearance at Tokyo Game Show just 2 days before the event is set to get underway. In a statement released by Ubisoft Japan, the company says the decision was made due to various circumstances. They're not going to get into specifics. I don't know why. Again, the Japanese do not like you that much. You disrespect their history. You should have just done a faithful Assassin's Creed game. You couldn't help but to virtue signal and pander and not do your research on Japanese history, and now they don't want you in their fucking country. So is that what you mean by various circumstances? Because you know that companies never like to be honest. They always just walk around the answer and never answer anything directly. That's why I hate corporate America. Well, corporations in general. This is not America. Ubisoft's a French country, but they're all the same. Who gives a shit? But let's continue. Quote, we regret to inform you that due to various circumstances, we decided to cancel our online participation in Tokyo Game Show 2024, which was scheduled to start at 3 p.m. on September 26. The statement reads, we apologize for such short notice. We sincerely apologize to everyone who is looking forward to the broadcast. I don't know that many people are looking forward to it. Like I said, this is like the most controversial game of the year. Everybody's shitting on this game. Seems like every time they reveal something about the game, they disrespect Japanese history. They use Chinese art in a Japanese setting. That was another controversy. This game is just full of fucking controversy. They always doing something that's disrespectful to the Japanese. They do not hire actual historians. They hire women who do not care about gaming, who do not care about Japanese history, women who just want a paycheck and want to push their political ideologies on the world. I made a video a while back on how the development team is just full of women now. Used to be men in the past at Ubisoft. The company was full of passionate men who love gaming, and now the company is just full of women. Go watch that. Click on the top right corner. All the good people got removed from this industry. Now the industry is falling apart, just like what happened with comic books, just like what's going on with Hollywood and movies and TVs. None of these weirdos learned their lesson. But let's continue reading the article. The company did say that the currently ongoing giveaway campaign will continue despite the broadcast no longer happening. Ubisoft pulling out of the event comes during a time of turmoil for the company. While the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Shadows releases in November, the company has been feeling pressure from other areas. First, there is a concern about the state of X-Defiant, where, despite the claims to the contrary, is in real trouble due to falling player numbers. Then there's continuous falling of stock prices, as well as a push from at least one investor to make executive changes and take the company private. And that's basically the end of the article. And I remember I made a video on the stock prices as well. Their stock prices is fucking plummeting. Nobody cares about this brand anymore. The game's a buggy, broken mess. If you want to hear me talk about that, click on the top right corner. And about that X-Defiant game, does anyone really give a fuck about that game? Like, I don't know if people even play that. I never heard anyone talk about it. It's literally just a rip-off of Call of Duty, because the AAA has no innovation anymore. All they know how to do is rip off something after someone else already done it. They don't even try to come up with their own unique idea on this genre. But there's always indie FPS games coming out because they're not copying off anything. They're coming up with new ideas. But the AAA is so fucking creatively bankrupt. They do the same shit after somebody else done it. It's like people making clones of Fortnite. Why would you do that knowing that Fortnite is already popular? Because you're always gonna be seen as a ripoff. Just make something new and fun and you'll make money. But they don't have talent working at the company. They have women working at the company. ugly and women have no fucking talent because women don't play games like that. So it is what it is. And about Ubisoft, I don't think they're gonna learn their lesson anytime soon. Star Wars Outlaws was still waiting for the player numbers at the time of this video. They have not released any sales numbers because they know that game sucks. They know it didn't sell well. Star Wars is dead. Ubisoft already turned a lot of people away with that hideous protagonist. And then you also have Assassin's Creed Shadows, a game that is most controversial, that has been involved in controversy since its debut. And the fact that they're pulling out a Tokyo game show, this shows that people are not interested in what they are making, especially the Japanese, because they have been extremely disrespectful. So they can be pulled out simply because they feel like they are not welcome, or because that nobody over there wants to buy their game, or maybe nobody in general. I'm not sure if this game is going to even sell well. It's hard to even tell. Obviously, me personally, I prefer this game fails so I can laugh at it, so I can say I told you so. So a lot of people on the internet can say I told you so, because we do not want forced diversity. Just give players what they want and people will buy it. But you ruin the opportunity to make an actually good Japanese Assassin's Creed game, and it's just a damn shame. This franchise has been going downhill for a long time. Just slop after slop. This whole company has been dead to me for like a decade. The last good game they made, to me, it was like Far Cry 4. After that, it's just been the same copy and paste, boring gameplay, boring open world, same objectives, a million microtransactions, $70 game, $130+ Ultimate Deluxe, Ultimate Edition, whatever they call these names. I said Ultimate twice. Who gives a fuck? They always have these absurd deluxe editions that be costing over $100. This company is a fucking scam. So I do not like Ubisoft at all. So I'm glad they are pulling out a Tokyo game show, and I wish the worst for them, because they are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to creativity in the gaming industry. And I don't have much else to say. Ubisoft, go fuck yourself.